Hi there, my name is Ken and I am absolutely addicted to this new update. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this area. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, just wow. I absolutely love this. And another thing I absolutely love in this Caves and Cliffs update is this new structure, the Geode. The Geode consists of 3 different blocks, which is the block of amethyst, the calcite block and smooth basalt. But we also have this budding amethyst, and out of these budding amethysts sprout large amethyst buds. Or no, they're not always large, but they get large. Yeah, that's how it goes. So I really love these geodes. I think they are really cool and a great addition to Minecraft. And I thought to myself, what if I try to build a build with mostly these blocks? How would that look like? So that's what we're going to do today. So for our build, I decided to use this beautiful area that we started in, and I am mainly going to use the block of amethyst, the calcite and smooth basalt. But these are not going to be the only blocks I'm going to use. I mean, they are going to be the main blocks I'm going to use, as the build I'm trying to do today is going to be a geode build, or at least a build made out of the geode blocks. But I think I'm still going to add a few more blocks that are going to give the whole thing a little bit of variety. Maybe some type of wood or maybe an additional stone or something like that, just to make it a little bit easier to build and to make it look even better. But maybe at the end I'm going to try to build a house only out of these 3 blocks. Let's see how that's going to work. But first, let's try our hand at the actual build. And I'm really excited for that, so I think let's get going. So the first thing I did was actually make a little bit room for my build so that I could fit the entire house that I would build later on into this space. So now that we have some space, we are able to put down a rough shape for our build. And now that we got that shape, we can actually start building upwards. So I used some spruce logs because, again, spruce is amazing. And then I actually started on the walls. So my idea was to make a gradient from darker to lighter the further up you go. So I used some blackstone, some deep slate, of course the smooth basalt that we got from the geode, and later on some more cobbled deep slate. Oh, and tuff, of course, never forget tuff. I also did the same thing on the second level, where I chose to do the calcite part of the build. So the second level I used some calcite, of course, I used diorite and I used some white concrete powder, just to make the gradient a little bit more effective. Okay, here's a little progress report. Pretty blocky and there's still no windows upstairs. But if we take a look inside, you can see that there is still nothing. So the next step I wanted to do is first of all add some windows over here. I mean, gosh darn. And then I am going to do the roof. And the roof is the most interesting part in my opinion, because the roof is going to be made out of the amethyst block. And I normally really like using stairs and slabs to do roofs, and we don't have that right now, so I guess I'm going to try my best, and let's see. Okay, I'm getting excited. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. So I actually got the shape of the roof pretty quick, so I didn't have to think about it too much. I thought it's going to be harder, but apparently it's not. So after making the general shape of the roof, I started filling it in with the amethyst block. And it just sounds so nice when you put down many of these blocks. Just listen to it. That's so nice. Anyway, After that, I replaced some of the amethyst blocks with some purple terracotta just to break up the texture a little bit and make the whole thing look a little bit more interesting. And after some hours of much detail work, I finished the build. I think I am done. Are you ready for this? This is what I have done. So, first of all, I am pretty proud of it. So, at the start, when it was just this blocky structure, I wasn't sure how this is going to turn out, but looking at it from this angle now that the roof is there, I love it. It's really cool. I really like it. And yeah, you can already see a little bit. I have done an interior for this entire build, so we're going to look at that in a moment. But first of all, let's just admire. Okay, that's a little bit too nice to myself. Let's just look at the outside of the build. So I used some glow lichen and some bone blocks as well, just to give the outside of the white area of the house a little bit more of a dirty feeling. I also used my favorite type of decoration, flowers. I used many flowers throughout the whole build so that it looks more rustic and more, you know, like an old building. I think it works out really well. I also deliberately chose only pink and blue and some like magenta flowers, like the lilacs, not the lilacs, the what you call them? Alliums, yeah. I used some of those and I think it looks really nice. And I also bone mealed the edge around the house with some moss so that it's a little bit more overgrown. The entire feel of the build has to be that it's standing here for a long while. And I just need to get a little bit of like space here. Like, look at it. It looks so pretty with this pretty backdrop. Man, I love 1.18. But now let's get into this house and I'm going to show you what I did for interior, and I feel pretty proud of myself. I think the interior looks really nice. So let's get in there. So first of all, we have this huge hall over here. And I think the first room over here is the bathroom, so look at it. Yeah, it's the bathroom. So I made a pretty standard bathroom. I used dried kelp blocks as like tiles on the floor. I think I saw that in a BOO video and I just loved it because it's genius. They really look like tiles. So yeah, I'm going to use them as tiles here. We also have this shower where I did some detail work. Yeah, you can see it. There's actually water dripping from the shower because there's water hidden above these slabs over here. But other than that, there's nothing really interesting to say about the bathroom. So let's get going then. I also used this chorus flower as like a little accent and I think it's looking really nice. Then if we go over here, we have the living room area where you can sit down and read your books. I think this is looking really cozy over here. We also have a kitchen. This kitchen is just a standard kitchen, just the kitchen I always do in my Minecraft builds. It's just a normal kitchen actually, but it's really nice, like cauldrons and with like some smoke coming from the stove. That's what you call it, some smoke coming from the stove, yeah. And we have some, you know, just some bottles over here and some drinks, some food on the table. It's really nice. Then if we go upstairs, also, this is like the new trick every builder is going absolutely crazy for. It's azalea and moss together as like a houseplant, and yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Anyway, let's go upstairs where we have the bedroom area. But first, let's take a right and go over here where we have the computer area. Do you remember the time back in the day when a family only had like one computer and the entire family had to share that computer? Yeah, that's that. And also here's a little ladder going up to this area here where it's just like, yeah, just some storage area. Nothing special. So let's get down and take a look at the bedrooms. First of all, we have the children's bedroom, or like the one bedroom for the one child this family is having. Just a nice little bedroom, you know, bed, some carpeting, a really large table for a really small child. And we have like where they put their clothes, you know, only leather. They love their child, but they don't love the child too much, so leather is enough for the kid. The kid doesn't get diamond, are you crazy? Anyway, now to the master bedroom, and I'm pretty proud of this bedroom. First of all, we have also a coat rack over here so that they can, you know, put their clothes there, and we have the sleeping area. And I like this. I think this is looking really, really, really cozy. We have this little, like, what do you call these things? There's like a scratching pole for your cat where they can play around. I think it's really cute. We have some rabbit parts that just look the most like cat toys, so I use these. Then we have a bookshelf, because every good bedroom needs a bookshelf. And the bed itself with some really nice wallpaper made out of glazed terracotta. And we have a cat. That cat is called Santa, because it's December, you know, it's Christmassy. Hello, Santa. And we also have this little table where, you know, just some stuff is stored on there. And that's it. Yeah, it's actually really nice. I really like this. And this is it. This is our house made out of geode blocks. The geode inspired build, you could say. And I am really, really proud of it. I think it's looking really, really cool. And yeah. So the only thing left to do for us is to do the actual geode house. So yeah, I think I like my build better. And I think this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you next time. Consider subscribing, and goodbye.